What's up, ROCKstars, and welcome back to the channel. It's your boy, Small Block P-Rock, and for the first time on the channel, we finally have Big Block T and his son, Lil T, in the garage with us today, and we're going to be knocking out some of this wiring and some other things on the Camaro today. So this is Big Block T. What's up? So,
how y'all doing?
T is going to be helping me with a lot of this stuff. I'm going to be helping him with a lot of stuff. And we're really just going to be getting in a lot of work together. So, like I said, everything that we're doing in the garage is DIY. We're doing it ourselves. We're building these projects with our bare hands. And, you know, when you don't know everything, you go get the guy that does. So, we got Big Block T in here, and we're going to make sure we make it rock the way it's supposed to. We're going to jump into some content. We're actually going to get you guys some live action today. And, you know, there's no complete video without a time lapse. So, we'll get into all that later on in the video. Let's rock. So what we got on the plan today, T?
Well, we're going to tuck these wires in, make her look a little more organized and pretty.
Well, you don't like my wiring job?
I love it. It's classic 92 style.
Yeah, I thought it should look like, you know, a hot bowl of spaghetti under the hood.
It works.
Yeah?
We're going to get this lovely temperature plug out of this intake.
Yeah. So right now we got it taking a WD-40 bath, right? So it's soaking. And that's why we call you Big Block T.
We're going to find out.
Because we're going to see how much torque you got in them shoulders.
We're going to find out.
So we're going to get that, the fans wired in, and then we're just going to kind of fill in. Oh, I did leave some hard work for you, too, to help me with on the rear end, getting the rear end plugged back in. I got the gas tank in. I just need to put the rest of the suspension parts in.
We can do that.
So let's get to it, big dog. So the temperature switch, or the temperature plug, is out, and we can get ready to put the temperature switch in. We did run into a little bit of a headache with the temperature switch, with the temperature plug. So we had to get pretty creative on how to extract the plug from the intake without damaging the intake. We got it. We got it, but it sucks.
We got it.
We got it. So the temperature switch is going in now. So
that's 24 though.
We'll get that temperature switch in, put the spade on it, finish up some of this wiring. So that's just a little update on what we got done so far. Still got a couple more things to do before we can move on to this wire loom. But we're going to jump back into this time-lapse video and keep the work coming. All right, guys. So we've got a little bit of an issue on our hand. Nothing major, but we got the plug out, okay? However, if you look closely, if we get this to focus, see like the last two rings on the bottom of that plug? Yeah, those are the threads out of the intake. Yeah, so because we accidentally, well, it really wasn't our fault. I mean, it's one of those things that kind of happens. But because it happened, the temperature switch won't bite. So it'll screw in slightly like this. And then when it gets where it's about to tighten up, and then you turn it at the last turn, it releases because it doesn't have anything to bite onto. So, unfortunately, we have to tap. We have to tap that thread with what, like a 1/2 inch tap?
Yeah.
Thread chaser. And I mean, we can bring the threads back, so it's not a catastrophic issue. Worst case scenario, we could have cracked the intake and had a really big mess on our hands.
Upgrade.
But we're good. We're good. We just gotta take a little detour. But that's all. So now we're just gonna focus on getting some of this wiring cleaned up and ran in a more neater way, getting this bird nest taken care of.
Pretty.
Some of the wiring that we don't need, get it removed from under the hood. Get everything else tied up in a nice, pretty little way. Bro, this is like still a mess, but I'm feeling better about how messy it looks. And I feel like all that stuff over there can be taken out of the car.
I feel better when it's done.
Now here's the $1 million question.
Need that.
Sit down. You wanna- Now here's the $1 million question, bro. Where are we gonna mount the coil? Are you opposed to mounting it right here? I have no issue.
No,
I'm okay with that.
that'll work.
All right.
Easy access.
Yeah.
You get doing these top of the line high-speed performance parts right here.
All right, so since we got the temperature switch that we have to go back and rethread, we're just gonna go ahead and group the wire mess and make it look less like spaghetti junction and more like you know, a fluid a fluid line of wires. So we got these here high performance doodly bobs, and they say that each one of these things right here is worth 50 horsepower. So you guys got to be careful. You put on too many of these and shoot, dog, you might blow you a valve or so. All right. Hey, so I got this wire going this way, bro. And then there's that last zip tie there if you want to do something with that last one. Yeah, the nice right here.
Damn, see?
You can't get.
That's a good brain.
Yeah, that's what I put on there. Now you put that one on. You want to take that one down there? See it? Dang, man, we gotta thread chase the. Dang.
Better than what it could have been.
Yeah, for sure. But dang,
So close.
so close. You can undo that right there, that connection. Yeah. It ain't tight, it's just kind of there. And if it is tight, I didn't do it. Could have been a pit way up my. Yeah, so the fun part is just, you know, putting all these horsepower packed zip ties around this wire. We're gonna be going racing soon. Oh, and it also goes without saying, it's such a beautiful day in Florida.
I don't want these wires here.
Hmm?
I don't want these wires here.
You don't want those there? Where do you want them? Ran into this? mean, we got more of that wire that we cut off. We can splice into that and just run it. You wanna do it like that?
No, like.
Huh?
I don't like.
Hey Brutus, I need that 10 millimeter.
Good boy, Brutus. Good boy.
We tried.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Don't lose that. Alright, so here you go. I got another one of those connectors if you need one with the shrink wrap already on it, in that painless wiring. In the painless wiring box. You see it? It's on top of the car. Big painless wiring box. Okay, so we've got majority of the wiring complete. We relocated the wiring from the back of the alternator. It used to run from behind the alternator to the left to behind the compressor to the battery junction. So now we rerouted it so it runs back behind, adjacent to the valve cover, back behind to the firewall, around the other side of the valve cover. So we've got some more wiring to add to the system. We've got one more relay to wire in, but it's totally, a no-brainer thing to do. We're going to get that part added in, and once that's added in, we can add the final wire loom to all the wiring and call this wiring under the hood complete. So that's going to do it for today's video. We got a lot done, but not a lot at the same time, but enough to be in the right direction so that on the next video, we know exactly how to go and where we're going. But the biggest thing about the biggest thing about it is we know how to get there. So we got some of the wiring done. We got it ran in a more precise way, a more organized way. We got some of the loom done. Like I said, the temperature switch here is needing.
It's a no-go.
It's a no-go for now, but at least we have the temperature switch, so that's a step ahead from where we were. Like I said before, we just got to chase the threads in the intake, and we'll be good to go with the temperature switch. We got some more of the wiring done, and ultimately, we're not far. We have the adapter that we got to pick up for the fuel pressure regulator, some transmission fluid, some engine coolant, and we should be ready to set the timer on this thing with the timer light. Let it run for a couple of minutes. But that's going to do it for today's video. I'm Small Block P-Rock. That's Big Block T. This is P-Rock's Garage, and we're out of here. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe to the content. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you are the first one to know when we drop new content. I'm ready to rock. If you guys are ready to roll, we'll see you in the next one.